Hey everyone, it's Bridget from Brie Book Reviews, and you're watching my February 2015 reading wrap-up. February was not a very good reading month for me. I had a lot of things going on at work, so I only managed to finish one novel, one graphic novel, and then I did get a bunch of manga done, but let's just face it, those things don't take very long to read. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm showing the books in no particular order. For the month, I usually try to show you in order of how I read them, but I was too lazy to look it up, so I just grabbed them, and they're kind of just sitting in the pile. The one and only graphic novel I read for the month of February was The Wicked and the Divine by Gillen, McKelvey, Wilson, and Cowles. This is the first book in the Faust Act. I bought this purely because of the artwork in here is absolutely gorgeous. I did have my issues with the actual storyline. It was really confusing at first, but I did enjoy the end and I am excited to see where the characters go from here, so I gave this 3.5 out of 5 stars. The one and only novel that I finished in February is one I'm actually super excited and proud that I finished reading it, and that is A Dance with Dragons by George R. R. Martin, which I have been reading this book since about summertime of last year, so this took me a very, very long time to read it, and it wasn't so much that I wasn't enjoying it, it's just that I wasn't in the mood for it, and there are some boring parts in the beginning, but the ending is very, very fast-paced in my opinion, and I really enjoyed that part. So once I hit that part in the book, it got really, really good, and I did end up giving this 4 out of 5 stars. The rest of this wrap-up is all manga, and so the first manga that I read was Volume 1 of Defrag by Tomoya Haruno, and this is, like I've said in some of my other videos, just a random comedy about a high school gaming designing club and their random adventures in school. There's no other way really to describe it. I really enjoyed it, gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. I of course then continued reading One Piece by Eiichiro Oda, and I completed another arc in the series, the Baroque series, which is volumes 12 through 23, and I read all of them, rated most of them 4 out of 5 stars. There was probably 1 or 2 5 out of 5 stars, and then a couple 3 out of 5 stars, because I did find the middle of the arc a little bit boring, but the ending was really good, and we do meet some really interesting new characters in this arc as well. Chopper is like my new favorite, and I cannot wait to talk about this arc in a separate video and go further into detail about it, so look forward to that because I will be doing another arc discussion on this one. The last physical manga that I read were the 3 volumes of the No Longer Human series by Osamu Dazai, art by Usamaru Furuya. Again, want to do a separate discussion video on this. I overall gave this series 5 out of 5 stars because it is, although not the happiest story in the world, it is still very, very good, very well written. The storyline does suck you in, so I really, really enjoyed it, and I cannot wait to do a discussion video and tell you guys more about my thoughts about this series. The last and final thing that I got around to reading was volumes 1 through 7 of Kaicho wa Maid-sama, and I overall gave this series a 3.5 out of 5 stars. The beginning was really, really cute, and towards some of the later volumes that I read, I really enjoyed them. 6 was about where it catches up where the anime ends, and I enjoyed that. After that point, it started getting a little bit boring, a little bit redundant, and I was getting a little bit angry at the characters for not expressing their feelings more. If not saying it straight out, you gotta kind of get the hint from like body language, and sometimes shoujo manga really angers me when it comes to that. Like, just characters just seem to be so dense and airheaded sometimes, and it annoys me a lot. So overall, 3.5 out of 5 stars for that series. That was all for what I read in February. What did you guys get to reading? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!